Hey guys, Dan Heilman back with another Watcher of Realms video. Today we're going to talk about the brand new hero that we're going to get for free. By the way, I'm on the test server. Whenever you see this little white square in the top of the screen, I am on the test server. Anyways, I've spent a lot of time testing Alastair, and we're going to see how he does. I'll say right now I am not impressed. However, he is a free legendary, so I don't expect him to be the best hero in the entire game. Now let's go through his kit. I'll talk about his kit. I'll talk about how much attack speed you need to get to full stacks. I'll talk about how he works, all of that good stuff. So as you can see here, each attack on the same target increases attack speed by 30, stacking up to 5 times. This effect lasts for 5 seconds. When reaching full stacks, each basic attack deals 1 extra true damage equal to 80% of attack. Okay, so the very first thing is you do not need any attack speed to get to the max stacks. I have tested that at 0 attack speed. You still get there. So then the ultimate inflicts 3 stacks of radiant erosion. Now this is the thing that all of these new heroes of this faction have. It is basically true damage over time based on the defense of the target. And it stacks up to 3 times. Okay, so he's going to inflict 3 stacks right away. It goes up to 3 stacks on up to 10 enemies in range and increases this hero's attack by 35%, lasting for 15 seconds. Okay, the auto attack is a continuous attack. Attack speed does affect how often it hits. Hence why he gets attack speed in his kit. So of course, continuous damage does get affected. I tested that as well. I'll show you some of the testing. When reaching full talent stacks, if the target is inflicted with 3 stacks of radiant erosion, basic attack has a 30% chance to deal extra damage. Okay, and when reaching full talent stacks, basic attack inflicts damage reduction on the target. He can keep this up 100% of the time with 0 attack speed. So you do not need to prioritize attack speed. However, attack speed is good for single target damage dealers, of course, on stuff like Guild Boss. So you're going to want some, okay? And then finally, he has an attack range increase in Arena. I'll show you how big that attack range is in a minute. And then Awaken 1, basically when reaching full talent stacks, basic attack has a 15% chance of inflicting 1 stack of radiant erosion, okay? So when reaching the full talent, 15% chance of getting more of that, but I think anyone attacking will give that buff as well if they're from that same faction. Attack inflicts vulnerability magic damage, so this is good. 20% more magic damage taken on the target. That would be quite amusing. Rage regen auto just means he gets his ultimates quicker, and then there's a 50% chance of restoring half of the rage cap upon casting Dawnlight. Which one's Dawnlight? This one? That seems quite insane. 50% chance of restoring half of the rage cap. That is a lot. So that seems quite insane. And then artifacts, I am using a tier of Twilight here. They changed the name now. I have tested Infernal Roar. I'll show you that in a minute. So I decided to put him in an Infernal Roar for the Guild Boss. I think Guild Boss would kind of be the only place you're going to use them, and single target arena. I don't think this guy's great. However, if you're very early game and you get this guy for free, he's probably going to be decent in Guild Boss for you. If you have a lot of heroes and you have a very good roster, he may not be very useful for you guys. I have been quite disappointed since I've been testing him, but we'll show you, and then I'll let you guys make up your mind on what you think about him. Okay, let's talk about some of the testing. Very first thing, if I look at his skills, so here's all of the heroes. Some of these guys are not in the game yet, so I have them in here as well. I have this on my spreadsheet if you guys didn't know. If you go to the gallery tab, I have this interactive gallery where you can go through and you can choose, you know, different classes and all stuff like that. In case you want to compare stats, you want to see base stats, you want to see how much range heroes have, you want to see who's the lowest cost in the game, all of that good stuff. It's in here, base stats, all that good stuff. Okay, so I'm a mage, legendary mage, and then if I sort by attack highest, Praetus, the new lord, is the highest attack in the game. Kriya and Alastair are tied for second. So that's why I was kind of disappointed with him getting such low damage. Now, the other thing that annoys me is he's 25 cost, right? Doesn't matter for Guild Boss, but for a lot of other content, it matters. They said because his stats are so high, he has to have a higher cost. And honestly, his stats are not that high. You have people like Demi, another lord in the game, who actually has higher actually about the same HP. He does, I guess, have a pretty high attack, but then his defense is 900, which is kind of high. Besides Demi. Demi has crazy stats, by the way. Apparently, Demi has really crazy stats. Also, even has a high magic resist. Oh, my son's awake, of course. Okay, and finally, he has a 2 attack interval, which is fine. You know, that ranges a lot. Some heroes, like Zealous, cannot have their attack interval increased, but he can. Okay, now another thing. I will show you the testing where I've proved out some stuff. If you want to check out some of that, here's his skills and all that if you want to look at his skills. And here's, I tested the Infernal Roar versus the guild boss. With the Infernal Roar, he did 43,000 a hit. Without it, he did 30,000. So it's a damage increase of 42%. I couldn't get the crit damage perfect, so that's why it's not exactly 40%. But just to prove it, the Infernal Roar does indeed work, and you do not need attack speed to keep up the buffs. I put him in the guild boss naked, and he still put his debuff on the boss at max stacks. So you do not need attack speed. However, attack speed is going to help him deal damage. I tested him with a lot of attack speed first because I thought maybe it would be advantageous for him. It's really not. So here I did the arena test. So here's what his range looks like when he's in arena. So he just gets these 2 corners. That's all it gets added for arena. He's still 25 cost for arena for a single target mage. 25 cost. I just think that's too much. I think it's too much, guys. I think it's too much. So I did a couple different builds. You can see the 2 builds on the left and right here. So the first one is the left build with higher attack speed. The second one with higher attack did more damage. Sorry, more damage per second. The damage hits were bigger. And you can see the number of hits in 21 seconds against the guild boss went from 19 to 21. So in fact, attack speed does work. Okay, now let's go into the different areas of the game. We're going to test him out and see what we think of him. All right, we are back. Let us try some content. So I've been thinking long and hard about it. You're not really going to use him anywhere in... I don't know what's going to happen with faction trials. I'm assuming eventually they'll have a faction trial for them. I don't know how long that'll take because there's only a couple of heroes and there's no epics, no nothing like that. You're going to maybe use in Tide because he probably will have high BP. You're going to maybe use in Arena if you can somehow get him to work for single target in very endgame Arena. You're going to maybe use him in Guild Boss if you don't have a lot of better heroes, but I don't think he's going to be amazing in Guild Boss. You can maybe use him in Artifact Material Raid. I'll try one just for the video here. Let's throw in this team. I will throw in probably Constance in here. We're going to use Azor as my main tank just for fun. We're going to use Azor and Constance. This is the team we will use. So, okay, we'll try 18 here. Do I have Power Dominance on? Oh, I have Power Dominance on, don't I? No, I don't have Power Dominance. It doesn't. Apparently, I don't have it on. Okay. All right. So we'll throw Azor down. Then we'll throw Constance. Nah, we'll throw... I want to try the damage on this guy. So we'll try him here. He's got big defense penetration and supposedly some decent single target. So we'll see what we can do. What we're going to do is we'll throw Constance in to heal Azor. Azor is... Oh, Azor's artifact doesn't work. His artifact does not work. His artifact literally states every time he attacks, he heals for 8% of his max HP. I thought that was too broken. Okay. So Azor's artifact actually does not work at all. We'll use the ultimate here. Let's see what kind of damage we can do. You can see the 3 stacks of this. You can see the reduced damage taken, which is kind of nice. What I will do is I think I will... That doesn't work. Yeah. Okay. All right, let's see how Devastating Strike goes against... Wow, Azor actually doing decent for attack damage here. I put Salazar in a bad place. That's okay. We'll go like this. He's a little bit slow. All right, let's use this big AoE, see if that helps us. Ooh, that's really nice for clearing ads. That is kind of nice, I will say. That is quite nice. Azor actually doing a great job. This is with Power Dominance off, eh? Is this actually with power dominance off? Let me check that. Maybe he's good here. Let's see. Let's see the damage. Let's see the damage. Not my shortest run. That's fine. We'll go next. Hey, 7 million damage. Okay, so he might actually... Do I have power dominance on? I'm confused here. My Zor was taking no damage. I do not have it on. Wow, a Zor. Even though his artifact does not work at all, it literally says, each attack restores the hero's HP equal to 8%. Maybe that's only during the ultimate? Which doesn't make sense because it says during the ultimate increases block by 1. When in the heated state, the chance to inflict stun increases. Can he be in the heated state and in ultimate at the same time? I guess he can, can't he? When it ends, removes the heated state. I don't know that that's even working. I didn't use his ultimate. But anyways, that was without power of dominance. Did okay damage. So I guess if you don't have stage 18, you could use him there. Now, Arena, I can't really test Arena because on the test server, there's not real people in here. And I'm so low, I grinded for hours and hours and hours trying to get my rank up so I could get to the end to test single target because we have single target right now. But his cost is so high. I guess I'll show you. The problem is you can just throw Silas in here for 12 cost and can solo the first couple waves by himself, especially in low power arena. So I just don't see the use of a hero that costs 25, doesn't do amazing damage. The only thing he gets in arena is just very slight range increase. I just don't see, there's no point in me even showing it here because it's so low. I mean, gold 1 against fake enemies, they're not even real people. So there's no point in showing it, but he does just okay damage. I mean, Silas blows him out of the water, not even a comparison. And it says that's kind of the best place to use him. Anyways, now, Guild Boss. Let's retest Guild Boss. I got a little bit better gear on him. So this is kind of the team I was messing with. But maybe I do... Do I even have a Demos built? I don't think I have a Demos built. I wanted to kind of test it in a more free-to-play friendly team against like an Infernal, not an Infernal team, whatever these guys, Nightmare team with Demos, but I don't even have Demos built. So I'll just show against a Piercer team. Yeah, okay, so here's the Guild Boss. I'll show you. I kind of did a Guild Boss comparison already in a video that you'll probably see earlier today with the whole team, but this is kind of another video because I wanted to focus on him specifically. Now, I guess what I'll do is I will give him a bonus by putting him down first and then buffing him. So let's do that. I will artificially inflate his damage by giving him 100% a invigoration bonus. So there's the Invig bonus. Now I will put in Silas and I will put in and hopefully get an Invig on him. I did get an Invig on him. Okay, that's good. I will put my Hollow right here. Let me put some more damage dealers down though first. I will put the Arbiter Lord in here, and then I will use my whatever this dude's name is to give him the Invig buff. Then I will put my, I guess I'll put him here. I will put the now this is an AoE new Arbiter AoE fighter, so we're going to use him, and then I'm going to give him a Invig buff. I'm going to get rid, and then I'm going to put Hollow back down. So I probably won't have Hex with Invig. He somehow got Invig by someone. It must have been from that last Hollow I placed. So somehow we got Invig on everyone. Okay, so this is a great comparison. I think I got Invig on every hero. I did. I got Invig on every hero somehow. Okay. So this will be a good comparison. Great. Perfect. Beautiful. Normally I would put Hollow down first, but it is what it is. At least we have Invig on everyone now, so we'll pop that. Let's just pop everything. We'll get going. This will be a little bit of the Rage Regen strat. This is the Rage Regen strat I've been using. 2 Rage Regeners and not Laurel. The timing for me, it's too hard to make the timing line up perfectly. So I just really haven't been having any luck with using Laurel in these Guild Boss teams. So this is what I'm gonna use. Oops, I'm sleeping on that. So let's use that ultimate. You might be able to save extra charges in there. I'm not quite sure about that. All right, we'll use some 2x speed here, I guess. All right, we got Hollow 100%, so we'll use her up right away. We have all the ultimates going, so I guess we just pop them all. Hex is still using the end of his last ultimate, but he should be getting rage regen, so when he comes out, yeah, like he's already at 70%, so that's quite nice. Yeah, we need to start using some ultimates by about 2:30, so we're going to wait a little bit. Hopefully, let's use our ultimate from that. I don't know that other damage pliers work, but so for his spotlight, this is what he's doing. Damage minus 30%, which is actually going to be kind of nice. So if you're having trouble living in Guild Boss, he actually will be quite useful there. Now, I have him in really good gear. I'll go over the gear of him and other people on the team when this video, at the end of this video, but okay. Let's pop all of our ultimates here. Boom, 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 boom. Let's get them all rolling. There we go. Charging his heavy attack. We're getting that shield down, and that's that. I'm surprised we don't have more stacks of that defense dot thing here. I'm really surprised we don't have more of those. Because I thought these guys have a chance to do that. Oh, you can save more than one. Oh, that's what the dots are for. You can use it after one dot. I'm stupid. I thought you needed all 3 dots to charge up, and then you could use this. You can, each one is a charge. Oh, I'm stupid. Okay. All right, well that might help my damage for Guild Boss. Realizing that you can actually use this multiple times. Lol, 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 lol. All right, we're gonna wait for the last shield because the last shield is the hardest one. We're gonna wait a couple more seconds to get some damage in here, and then we'll rip it up here. All right, let's wait a couple more seconds. Should be one more meteor strike, and then we should be good to go. So let's go right about now. Pop them all, get them all ripping here. We'll pop a couple of those. We'll pop hacks. And then at 130, there we are. We should get the shield, so we should get some solid damage against that because we got all the ults rolling. Beautiful. You know, I really don't see that damage over time debuff a lot. I see burning. I really don't see that debuff a lot. Interesting. Okay, we got a minute left. We'll try to get everyone up and use one last row of ultimates on everyone. Right about now. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. Ripping them all. Let's go. He is also quite slow to use an ultimate. Now, here we go. We finally have this thing. So here's the true damage thing. But this damage minus 30%, this actually might be quite useful. I think this is kind of going to be the only use of this gentleman here is putting that. And I don't know. Maybe there's going to be more content later. Maybe one of like in IC content, maybe mages will have an enemy that hits really hard and you're going to need him to reduce the defense. But right now, I guess we'll talk in a second here. Once I see the damage, this should be a little bit better run. I have him in really good gear. Oops, I should have used that a while ago. Sorry, Hex. You've just been hanging out with no ultimate, eh, boy? Okay, and then we'll use this. We'll use this. We'll just spam it to get more of them going in the last couple of seconds. Yeah, we only hit 40k. Not very good. Not very good. I do have a 50k team, I think. Yeah, I have a 50k team on this already. What is that laser beam? Was that the continuous attack from what's his face? Okay, so let's see how he did. Let's see how he did. And we'll go over he did better. He did better. He did a little bit better with a little bit higher attack. Now, the first time I tested him, I probably won't post that video now because that was not a good video. I recorded a video for these guys versus the guild boss, but he's doing a little bit better. Okay, he's not quite as bad as I thought, but still. Last time I did him, he only did 27 million, which was the same as an AoE fighter, which didn't make any sense to me. But so the Lord is decent. The Lord is very decent for single target damage. He's okay. Now he does have that support where the boss is now going to deal 30% less damage, so that's kind of cool. But you can see not really any sort of comparison to someone like Silas or Hex, who is quite good in Guild Boss. So okay, that's going to be pretty much it. Not much else to talk about for this guy. We still don't know how we're going to get him or how hard that fusion's going to be, but apparently he's going to be in a fusion event coming sometime during Christmas holiday or during this month, so we'll see that. They'll go down here in the hero fusion in the bottom here. So that'll be okay. I think I talked about everything about him, you know, everything about him. So that's pretty much it. Not super impressed with him. I think his cost is too high. I think if he was a 19 cost mage, I think he would be in a good place and he'd be solid. As 25 cost, I think it's just way too much. He does decent guild boss damage if you gear him very well. You can see the gear I have is quite good. Crit damage, attack, crit damage, and then we have attack, crit, attack speed, and crit damage, attack speed. He has quite a lot of attack speed, 400 attack speed, quite a lot of crit damage. But I was hoping to see a little bit better damage out of him because this is kind of his sole purpose, is to deal single target damage in guild boss. That's kind of what they have him out for. Anyway, I guess I will say he's also probably going to be good in AMR 18 if you are kind of a newer player and your tanks and your damage dealers are taking a lot of damage. You could use him, but you do have to have a healer that can keep your tank alive. I guess you could use Olog, but you would need a healer that can go on a ground tile. Someone like Constance or what's the other girl's name? Mariel, I think her name is. The other ground tank, whatever her name is. You'd probably have to use one of them. Or if you had an Olog with the healing artifact, wherever my Olog is. Don't I have Olog built on this test server? I don't have Olog built, really? Olog has a huge shield in his kit, and he also has there's also an artifact that every time he takes damage, or after he takes like 5 hits, he'll heal. So using that on Olog would work. I don't have Olog built on the test server. Okay, but here's the other healer I was talking about, or Olog, or Constance. With the new legendary, I think you would be able to beat AMR 18 quite easily with that team because of his damage reduction. He basically makes whoever he's attacking deal 30% less damage. So I do think that would be quite useful. But okay, so overall opinion, I think he's too costly personally. I hate high cost heroes. You're always waiting on them. It's like, dude, I can put down 2 Silases, so why am I going to use him? However, for a brand new account, I think the reduced damage taken from that enemy would help in AMR. It would help in maybe single target arena, I guess. Too costly there, but really guild boss and AMR is where I think it'll help. But okay, have a great day, everyone. See you guys.